This is welcome to the first video announcement you will see in this class. I find that it's helpful if I tell students, kind of give them the structure of the class at certain periods throughout the class. It just helps you know what to expect from me each week. So I have, in one of the areas I differ, I think, from most instructors, well, I shouldn't say that. Every instructor has their own kind of announcement format, right? Some of us follow let's say it's a pretty structured format. So my format for my announcements is, you can see here on the board, right? So I have 4 types of announcements, right? I have my initial announcement, like you always see in every class you have, and that's just kind of, it gets released on Sunday or Saturday, and it's kind of a 30,000-foot view of what's going on in the week. And then I have a second type, which not every week will have, but most weeks will, and you'll see it labeled as supplemental or a hint. So I found, over the last couple of years that students need a couple days to get into the material, and then they start doing their assignments, and that's when things become a little unclear to them, in part because maybe the rubric isn't clear, or perhaps the textbook doesn't do a great job of explaining what we're trying to do. So I will create it's labeled supplemental or hint, and it's usually released sometime around Wednesday, and it's just to fill in some gaps that I think that in the past I think students have had in either concepts or understanding their rubric. A third one you may see, not often, maybe 2 or 3 times in the term, is a lecture, and this will be a little longer, and I'm usually trying to clarify a concept that I don't think the textbook's done a great job on, or it's a concept that the textbook's really tried to, but maybe it's a little more complex than what you can get out of reading words. So I spend some time in just a mini lecture. I try to keep them pretty short, under 5 minutes, because I know everyone at SNHU is, you've got 18 balls in the air, and the last thing you need to do is listen to me drone on for 15 or 20 minutes. I try to keep all these little vignette videos under about 3 minutes. And then my fourth one is non-critical, and you'll see 2 or 3 of these just kind of pop up periodically throughout the term, and it usually relates to something that students have asked for in the past that may not be related to strategy. It isn't part of the coursework. You don't have to see it, right? If you don't see it, you're not going to miss out on anything. They're just things that I've noticed students have asked about that may not be related to the course material. And that's really how my announcement structure rolls out. If you have any questions, reach out. Otherwise, upwards and onwards.